Professor Monty, and we're talking about what happens when x approaches some number. Okay, so the way we write this is x arrow, whatever the number is we're talking about. So in this case, we're saying if x approaches 0, then x gets very close to 0. And we're talking about from both sides. So let's be more specific. Let's do an example of that. So what happens to the expression 3x plus 4 when x approaches 0? And so now we're approaching 0. We want numbers really close to 0. And we want numbers less than 0 and numbers greater than 0. So for less than 0, let's say we want x equals, well, -1 you might think is pretty close to 0. But we want really close. So let's go to negative 0.1. So I'm going to go to negative 0.1. And now we want to be even closer. How about negative 0.01? And even closer, negative 0.001. Okay, and we're getting really close. We'll say close to 0. And from the other side, maybe we're going to start at positive 0.1, and then 0.01, 0.001. Notice as I'm going in each direction, I'm getting closer to 0. So if I plug these into the 3x plus 4, well, negative 0.1 here would be negative 0.3, 4 minus 0.3, 3.7. Plug in the negative 0.01, and you're welcome to just do these on your calculator, but that's going to give me a negative 0.03, so now it's 3.97. This one's actually 3.997. And we're getting really close to 4. Coming from the bottom up, if I plug in 0.1, I've got 0.1 times 3 is 0.3, so 4.3. 0.03, so 4.03. And then 4.003, getting really close to 4. Notice, as this is getting close to 0, this is getting close to 0. Well, from this direction, I'm getting really close to 4. And coming up this way, I'm getting really close to 4 as well. So as I approach 0, I'm approaching 4. And we're going to see we don't necessarily have to get there. Obviously, if I plugged in 0, I'd get 4 in the expression. We're going to have ones where we may try to plug that in, it doesn't work. It gives me something undefined. So I have to see, okay, when x is approaching some number, just go to either side of the number. And so if we want to do another one real quick, stick around if you want to watch another example, and say maybe something like, what happens to, how about 5x minus 1? When x is getting close to 2. Well, so let's see. So we're going to have x, we're going to have 5x minus 1. Same thing, we're getting close to 2. So how about 1.9, 1.99, 1.999? So notice these are getting really close to 2. Coming from the other direction, now a number bigger than 2, maybe 2.1, 2.01, 2.001. Again, I'm getting really close to 2. Let's see what happens to this. I'm going to use my calculator real quickly to do this. So let's see. We're going to go 5x minus 1. And I'm going to go to my table, and I'm going to put in 1.9, 1.99, 1.999, 2.001, 2.01, and 2.1. All right. So I get 8.5. 8.95, 8.995. So we see as this is getting close to 2, this is getting really close to 9. And going from the bottom, 2.1 gives me 9.5, and then 9.05, 9.005, and again, we can see as this is getting closer and closer to this, getting closer and closer to 9. And so again, as this gets close to 2, this is getting very close to 9. And so we'll look at this. We'll talk about that in terms of a limit, but we'll do that in class. Here we're just saying what happens as x is approaching some number. What does that mean? It's really concentrate on this side and see how we can get really close or approach 2 in this case.